Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Saints are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Bucs, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quan Alexander in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And a give this time to the tailback. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Again, it's Abdullah, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Webb. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Webb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Webb escapes the sack. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a 1st down following that long gain. A first carry now for Rob Kelly. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. First and goal. They run. Abdullah. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Amir Abdullah, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Try look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a handoff looking right. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So 2nd and 10 here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ten yards to go on 3rd. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard near the 34-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go!
They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they'll take over with the ball 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down, Abdullah. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go with Abdullah again. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down throw. Well, there's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, it's Webb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Webb now from the gun. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, Webb toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Kelly on the counter. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Operating from the gun. Webb. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be shoved to the turf that time. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Play action, it's Webb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
From the pistol, they'll run with Abdullah. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. First and 10. Webb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, Webb. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. A give. This is Kelly. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. First throw now for the backup, Bortles. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
A handoff to Abdullah. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Bortles. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Bortles now to throw. No gain, and it's second down. Bortles to throw on second down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
And now here's a carry heading left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Elsewhere, a third quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Detroit! 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 Here we go now.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And on the ground they go with a running back. He's to the 10, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. Looking to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Kick is right there. It's good. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. First down, Bortles. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards on the ground. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Here we go. 3-19. Leopard.
They'll set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down following the incompletion.
Set. Blue 90.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Bishop. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Green 30.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. They'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they begin the drive with a duel. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. On the run, it's Kelly. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Open man has got one. It's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. This is Kelly. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down following the run. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Bucs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
There we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. 36. Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Bortles with a knee to the ground, and that should do it. It's an 8th loss of the year, and that one cements the fact that they're not going to reach their goal of finishing over 500.
And that's too bad because they really pressed for it. You know, they gave it a heck of a run, but now they've got to find out who's going to play hard down the stretch and still try and win ball games.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.